Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Weekly Midnight Radio. I'm Adli, the host and the owner of this Weekly Midnight Radio program. Through this program, you could learn about various notable games, in my opinion, and then you could also learn about various streamers on Twitch. Pardon for no video for this part. Well, in this episode, the guest is part of a game developer from Canada. This means this is the first episode ever I invited a new guest outside of Twitch streamer, which also means from this point onward, the guest in this show is not exclusively Twitch streamer, but could be various people from all over the world. Yay! This podcast contains highlight from the program which aired live on Twitch every Saturday at 9 p.m. The new episode in this podcast will be available every Monday. Thank you for listening to this podcast, and if you enjoy the content, please consider donating to help me produce more great content in the future. Thank you so much once again. Enjoy the podcast. Welcome back to Weekly Midnight Radio episode 25. Selamat datang kembali di Weekly Midnight Radio episode ke-25. Kita baru saja mendengarkan satu lagu, tadi break sebentar, ada Porapi Pam dari Samobee. Kemudian kita sekarang akan masuk ke segmen ketiga. So we just listen to a song, Porapi Pam by Samobee is our break song basically, before entering the segment 3, which is the current segment. An information, the developer just gave me a key to Elemental Survivor, so I'm going to set up some giveaway things after this one. What should I do, yeah? Yeah. Later, before segment 4, I'm going to set up some things. So if anyone wanted to join the giveaway, you could just prepare your channel points, and you could just enter and redeem the channel points. I'm going to, I don't know what is this, pick a name, so they will receive a key to Elemental Survivor. That's all? Yeah, that's all. Okay. Let's continue with segment 3, which is stories behind game development scene of our guest star. B, my first question is, do you leave any Easter eggs in your games?
Well, we use a ton of references. Every time we make a character in this game, I do a bunch of research into JRPGs from the past to name the characters. I also do that with the attacks names, and Charlene uses a lot of references. Like the whole thing is Nintendo Power magazine, and it's using the Final Fantasy Blue, and it's there's all sorts of there's all sorts of references that we use for nostalgia. And we do have one super secret that nobody has found. And it's one of the characters, and his name is Gary Lou, the werewolf. And I put in a little secret that might happen during certain time of the moon.
Huh?
Nobody's found it.
In the Elemental Survivor?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to...
Yeah. When's the next full moon, maybe?
A hint? Okay. I'm going to take some note then. A second before I continue on with the next, with the next question from me to you. A reminder and announcement for anyone if you wanted to join the giveaway. I haven't set it up properly yet, but just redeem the giveaway channel point, and I will do the picking up things manually later in the end. So yeah, that's all basically. I'm going to continue with the next question from me, B. Do you have... No, oh my god. I wrote this wrong. Do you have any habits before or during developing games?
Oh, hang on. I can't hear you.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Do you have any
do I-
habits before or during developing games?
Like in my day?
Yeah, probably. Like
Okay.
anything you probably prepare
Coffee.
before? Oh, just coffee.
Coffee. Lots of coffee. During the week, I'm actually, at the same time as working on the game, I'm also doing homeschooling with our 12-year-old daughter. So my attention kind of goes between those two things, and I'm not very good at dividing my attentions, but I do my best. There's certain things that I will listen to. One of the things, this is quite silly, that I listen to is a complete playthrough of the game Riven.
Riven?
I don't know why. Yeah, it was such an important game for me when it came out, and there's so much. It just gives me feels, and it just makes me feel very safe, and I just love it. Sometimes I'll also listen to like binaural beats, and sometimes I'll listen to my favorite music if I don't have to focus too hard, because I like to sing along. So that's during. Sorry, that's during. After, I don't know. There's really no after. It's just kind of all day I might work.
Okay. Like you basically developing everything in home, right?
Yeah. Just on my laptop.
Okay. Let's continue to the next question from me. Do you have any tips and tricks for developing games?
So how I learned is I got some courses on Udemy, and also some on YouTube as well. And at first, all I did was watch them, but that, nothing was sinking in. So after I'd watched some, my wife told me, you just got to do it. So I started doing the things from those tutorials, and it just slowly was clicking in how it was done. So that's something I really recommend, both watching, but you also really do have to just do it. One of the things that really taught me a lot was when I was making Princess Farmer and I was starting it off. I hardly knew anything about game development at that point, and we weren't sure if we would be in Game Maker or Unity. So I watched a tutorial about a match 3, but it was in Unity, and I started doing that in Game Maker, and it was just a really good learning experience trying to translate that code that was in Unity into Game Maker. And so, that's still the bare bones of that game, and it taught me a lot, and it continued to teach me as the development kept going, because I'd have to go back and make tweaks to it. And yeah, I just do it.
Okay. This basically how you basically survive all of this year, because you basically self-taught everything through Udemy, YouTube, and just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Time wouldn't wait.
Yep.
Okay.
If you want to do it, just
do it. Okay. Next question from me. What is your most memorable moments after developing games all this time?
So memorable moments. It's watching streamers play the game and discovering all the little things that we do to polish our games, or the dialogue in Princess Farmer, or the little hidden quotes in Princess Farmer, the dialogue in there. And I love watching streamers notice the things that we put all of our passion into, because we love doing this so much, and watching people appreciate it is just, it's amazing. It's the best feeling. And the other thing is working with my wife. I adore her completely, and it's a joy every day to talk with her constantly about what we're doing in the game and what our plans are. And like even just going through her tickets and doing the task, like we're just so connected while we're working on this game together. It's we have the same brain.
Okay, that's nice to hear. There's a question from viewer Trucks Time asking a question. Do you have any plan to make your games multi-platform and multiplayer enabled?
So Princess Farmer was on all platforms, and it is couch co-op. This
couch
game,
co-op.
though, yeah, the previous one, that Princess Farmer, it's really cute. You can control a second bunny during the gameplay. So for this game, though, we are not currently planning multi-platform, but it's something that could happen in the future if there's enough interest. And multiplayer, I do have a task to look into co-op, but it really depends on if there's enough interest. It's because it's a lot of work. So
Understood. It's probably
gotta make
going
money.
to it's probably going to basically make another point of view, right? Like single player is basically here, and then you basically have to connect the other main character.
Yeah.
Like basically making another whole, right?
Yeah, it's it would have to. I don't know. I need to try out some other games that do the co-op to figure out how they deal with that, if it's like all the same screen or split screen or whatever. So yeah.
Okay, let's continue with my next question. Any bittersweet moments of developing games? There must be a lot, I believe. Especially if you are indie, right?
It's numbers are sad just to look at sometimes, and just seeing a huge rush of interest during launch or whatever, and then it just kind of peters out, and that's kind of disappointing, and you just wish that they would catch people's eyes and interest. And what I'm really liking about Elemental Survivors is that it kind of ebbs and flows with the interest, and people are playing the game for a very long time. I can see that stat in Steam, and just I think our average is like 5 hours, and
wow, 5 hours.
Yeah, and some people have played over 50 hours. So people are liking the game, which I love seeing. But we just it's sad to see numbers sometimes. So that's kind of the difficult part of developing games.
Understood. It's basically I also feel the same too regarding my content creation or streaming journey. Like it's basically everything is based on number, and we could see how low number probably could I don't know, affect my mental health. Like I could probably feel sad seeing the number, but at the same time some people actually still stay through everything, so kinda bittersweet.
Yeah.
But well, life happen, thing happen. Just go on then.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue. This is my next question. Can you compare yourself or your game studio to 3 or 6 or 12 months ago? And I believe you basically have been pretty long in this area.
Yeah. The biggest thing I think is just my knowledge and my ability to and the speed for me to build games. I'm getting better all the time. It is difficult being self-taught because I don't have a person to bounce like ideas off of or show my code to them and ask like, hey, is this the best way to do it? So, you know, I'm getting better, and that I think that's the biggest thing. And yeah, my wife has been great the whole time, so there's not really anything to like. Yeah, we're growing as much as we can. So yeah, that's the difference.
Okay. At least there's something. Even though you basically, as you said before, you don't have anyone to show your code. Like, hey, see this, please. If this is okay, is this good? Is this actually getting better over time? But then, at least you could see that you actually improve over time. Yeah. Okay. My next question: any achievement that your game studio or yourself have achieved?
What kind of achievements? Like just
anything you could think of? I think probably including yourself entering some events is probably also an achievement.
So,
because I believe entering an event like Bullet Heaven Fest, for instance, it requires so many formats, so many preparation behind.
Yes, we're in the Bullet Heaven Fest, and that we had to submit to and get approved to be part of that. And we were just before launch, we were covered by a big streamer, which was really cool for a wish list just before launch. Other than that, I think we may have had a news article on a couple sites. That was cool to see. We haven't really delved too deep into submitting to competitions or anything like that yet. So once we're out of early access, I think we'll be able to submit to some more things.
Okay. Do you have any plan to? Like, I believe there is a section on Steam on the right area where you can show off any achievement. Do you have any plan to enter some of this competition?
It's not in our plans right now. You know, our previous game was in a bunch of stuff like Wholesome Games Festival and in the mix, some other things like that. But because we don't have a publisher this time, we just have less opportunities to showcase the game. So yeah.
Okay. I have a question, to be honest, but this is out of our briefing question. What is you publish your game by yourself and it's under Samobee Games. What if you publish the game under big publishing names? Is there any huge difference between it? Aside from funding, I believe.
Yeah, there is a big difference because our previous game was under Whitethorn Games. So they provide so much support in like QA testing, translations, and getting into showcases and going to shows and displaying the game. And deals with platforms and getting onto platforms and porting. They do a bunch of various things that is super helpful. So we're on our own this time.
Understood. Hence why people also trying to looking for publisher as far as they could. Good.
Oh yeah, and they do PR and marketing, which I'm terrible at, but I'm learning.
Okay. My last question, I guess, in this segment. Wow. Any goals or plans in the future? And any dreams or wishes that is not realized yet?
Right. Well, making money.
Me too. Oh my god.
Exactly. Wouldn't it be lovely? Yeah, we're really hoping that this takes off so that we can, support ourselves and properly and really keep doing this forever. I want to do this forever. I love this so much. I can't imagine doing anything else. Goals and plans. It would be great to have elemental survivors on platforms if that works out. Dreams and wishes, just it would be lovely if we could make enough money to hire some underrepresented people in the industry to do various things for us, like PR, QA, or any of the things that I'm terrible. just it would be lovely to make enough money to be able to do that.
Okay, but this is just from me, from my side as a streamer and content creator. I could see that my channel is actually growing pretty good in this past few months since 2023, and I do include it into some of newsletter from PR marketing. I don't know. Have you tried any of those? Not yet.
No, I haven't done that yet. I know it's on my list.
But yeah,
I try to work mostly on content, but yeah, I gotta do that.
They also included, I don't know, some LGBTQ friendly, such as the player to PR. That's also one of the most usual people who send me newsletter. And then they also, what is this offering? We have this key. Do you want to do?
That's cool. And you'll have to send me a link.
Oh, okay, sure. I will send the player to PR later.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, that was the last question in this segment. Before entering the last segment, which is segment 4, we are going to listen to one more song, 4 Seasons by Taeyeon, as a break song, and then we are going to enter the last segment 4. Enjoy Taeyeon, 4 Seasons.